Hello, just going through a few charts of interest. This is one site that I send newer traders to. It's good to get a snapshot of the CNN Business Fear and Greed Index. You can see stocks are in fear at the moment, which is not surprising. So these are the 7 things that it's made up from. You can read what these are if you're interested, and these are interesting to look at, and it's all self-explanatory, really, what they do and all that. So it's not hard to understand, and it's a fear and greed index over time. If you just Google that CNN fear and greed index, it'll come up. And this one I found, the crypto fear and greed index. So that's an interesting one. It's got a bit of stuff on it to look at, but not a bad one. It's obviously an extreme fear as well, which is not surprising with that either. Um, Futures. Futures didn't go very far. It's a long weekend on Monday in the US, so not much to see. It's very choppy still. Didn't get the usual V-shaped reversal that we've been used to. So a bit of a consolidation really, and the VIX is down a little bit, but it did end up in the day. Did end up in the week slightly up a little bit, but it's in a consolidation at the moment. So silver's been going well. The SLV ETF, SLV Silver Contract ETF. Bonds have been quite heavily bid though. That's a bit of a concern for the bulls and stock bulls and that. But the yields have been plunging here on the bonds still, so there's still a flight to safety going on. The yen's down a bit though compared to the US, so if there was too much fear, the yen would be more bid than what it is. But NZ's been good against the US dollar, and Swiss against the US dollar, euro against the US. There's been some pretty good trading really, and been pretty happy with my forex trading through the week as well. So it's going really well. The options on VIX are creeping right up again now. Not like we've seen not like we've seen previously, but anything over 300's quite huge. That's September 17 calls, 25 strikes. So there's obviously quite a bit of interest in this one here, 40, the 15th of October, 40 strike. There's quite a few of those out. Open interest on those as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what this does in September. And these are my algos. So that was that's the free one. That had had a couple of decent sized losses there, but it wasn't too bad though. For a pretty good gain on that one, 99 pips on that one, which is pretty good. These are all sell trades, so all forced trade directionally, and this one trades for 4 different pairs, and this is my second one. This one's trading directionally. This one does extremely well. This is only on a small account. Got all gains here. The next page is all gains, and the next page is all gains, not one loss. I think maybe at least the first and second page were all green on that anyway, so that's exceptional. So that's a bit too good. I've got to try and tweak that a bit to get a bit more risk out of that, but quite well. I'm quite happy with it. This is the first one. This one's on a big account though. This is trading 55 lots, and it's like only taking 2 or 3 pips and scalping them, but it's getting extremely high success rate, and I've got to let it take more pips. So I'm gradually tinkering with the settings still, but very happy with how that's going. So that's the three algos that I've got going at the moment. So I'm pretty happy with that. And what else? Oh yeah, the VIX. The VIX is in a consolidation. It's in a distribution here, so above and below the Keynesians, and so it can go either way from here. The momentum is to the downside at the moment, but it can quickly turn in a hurry on if the market comes back and turns bearish. Something happens over the long weekend, it can soon turn bearish, but for stocks, bearish for stocks that is. But US S&P 500 is in this distribution still. Had a little breakout on the 4-hour, but it came back in. Is typical of a same here, broke out falsely here and then came back into the range again on the 4-hour, as you expect for a distribution to do. It's typical of that's why I manage it on the intraday template only. Junk bonds have done a bit of a false breakout here too. I expected, with junk bonds being this strong, I expected stocks to rally a bit more than what they have, but they haven't really kept up with junk bonds, and junk bonds look like they might come back into the flat Keynesian here potentially, so could be a little bit bearish in the week ahead. It's hard to say yet, but we've got to take it as it comes. But Nasdaq has been quite weak. It's in this distribution still on the daily, and the 4-hour's there's been some intraday, not bad intraday trading on it. It's all you can trade it on is the intraday when it's like this, and same with the Russell small caps. This is it. Russell hasn't even made it to the Keynesian yet, but any trading on this has to be done on the intraday template as well. I'm not trading Russell at the moment, but I do occasionally trade the ETF like that IWM. FTSE's rallied a bit. That was an intraday entry there, like intraday entry here, and intraday entry here. Mean reversion up to the trying to head up to the Keynesian here into the 100 MA. That wasn't a bad one. DAX has been a good one. Same thing with the DAX intraday only because of the flat Keynesian. So that's counter trend. The DAX is counter trend. So that could be getting a bit overbought now, but have to be careful what happens with that one. Oil has been stuck in this distribution as well. So oil on the 4-hour, oil rejected off this resistance here. And it's turned back down again, so it's been good trading on the intraday as well. Flat Keynesian again. Natural gas, not trading natural gas yet, but could have done on the intraday, right? Because it's counter trend, it's intraday, and the flat Keynesian, it's got to be intraday only. That would have been alright if I could have. I had too much else on, so I wasn't really looking at trading it, but it's interesting to see it's making a rally again. But Bund's hit a double top here, so after this strong run here, so see what it does, but it's very overextended now to the upside, so and could expect some retracement on that daily there off that double top there. The MACD's diverged away. Gold is pulling back on the 4-hour here, so and back towards the flat Keynesian again. I hope to get a decent pullback in gold here. Maybe fill this gap here back down to these sort of levels. Back down here somewhere. I don't think so, but it'd be good if it did. I won't be shorting it, that's for sure, but looking for a retracement. The silver's been awesome on the SLV ETF. I don't trade the silver. I don't trade the spot price in silver. I only trade the SLV ETF. That's been awesome. Copper's been quite weak on the daily due to the economic conditions, of course. As you would expect copper to be weak, and with the strong US dollar as well. Copper hates a strong US dollar. TLT, I've got an alert on this to see what it does. If it pulls back, I won't be shorting this, but I'll be looking for a retracement, but see what it does see if it comes back at all. But don't want to be long this at the moment, but you don't want to be shorting it either. And Bitcoin, just to finish off, Bitcoin stuck in this daily distribution here as well, so it bounced right off that support there on the 4 hours, bounced off that. Can it make a run up to the Keynesian again? It's hard to say at this point, but given the weekly on Bitcoin, could expect it to break down from that. Could expect it to break down into the volume profile is very weak on that, so I wouldn't be so surprised to see Bitcoin break down, but it can go into a weekly consolidation on the. I've seen it go into a weekly consolidation like this on the even though the MACD's crossed down, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to plummet from here, but it's not looking great for the long-term holders really at the moment. I certainly wouldn't want to be buying on this dip. To put it that way, I wouldn't be touching it on the. I don't recommend holding cryptos long term. I never have. I keep saying that, and that's just my opinion. But don't have to listen to what I say. But anyway, we'll wrap this up because I've got to get going. And yeah, it's been a good week, and that's just a quick one to recap on a few things. I might do a forex one. Might do a forex one if I get time, but that's about it for now. Bye.